The doctor and the nurse were in the middle of an intimate moment, but the next second, the nurse died right there on the bed. Terrified, the doctor discovered that a sharp knife from under the bed had pierced into the nurse's body, killing her instantly. His first instinct was to flee. After all, he hadn't done anything. But then he suddenly remembered, his wife knew that he was on a business trip with the nurse. If the nurse died, he would immediately become the prime suspect. What's worse, he didn't report it to the police. He was a well-known cardiac surgeon, and if he called the cops, the scandal of the affair would ruin his reputation. Just then, the nurse's boyfriend came knocking at the door. The doctor's mind was spinning. Had the boyfriend found out about their affair? He absolutely couldn't let him see that the nurse was already dead. Thinking fast, the doctor quickly cleaned up the crime scene, making sure not to leave a single trace. Luckily, the path from the main entrance to their room was long enough that the boyfriend couldn't arrive quickly. By the time he did, the doctor had already finished cleaning up. Still, the doctor suspected either the nurse had told her boyfriend, and they were trying to frame him together, or that his wife had discovered the affair. Regardless of who it was, he had to maintain his composure and keep lying. The boyfriend searched the room but found no trace of his girlfriend, finally believing what he saw. Once he left, the doctor collapsed on the floor, staring at the bloodied suitcase not far away. He dragged the suitcase, planning to dispose of it, but ran into the persistent boyfriend again. With no other option, he hid the suitcase in a concealed spot and pretended to act normal, patiently listening to the boyfriend rant. Secretly, with the nurse's phone still in his pocket, the doctor sent a message to the boyfriend. The boyfriend, who read up the message on the nurse's phone, became excited and immediately turned around to find her. The doctor did all of this to create an alibi, but when he returned to collect the suitcase, it was already gone. He anxiously asked the janitor about it, but she mentioned that she moved it to the lake because she was cleaning this place. Then he approached a fisherman at the lake nearby, and was stunned to hear that the suitcase had been kicked into the lake. He thought that it was perfect. Now there's no need to dispose of the body himself, and everything can go back to normal. But when he got home, he found an anonymous card in the mailbox. It read, "I know what you did." The man was stunned. He had covered everything flawlessly. Who could possibly know? He started doubting everyone, the janitor, the fisherman, but they were just random passersby. They couldn't know. Then his thoughts turned to his wife. Could she have found out? Did she know that years ago, he had secretly killed her father? Back then, while her father was undergoing surgery, the doctor had administered a lethal injection, killing him. But he had executed that plan perfectly, and there was no way she could have known. Suddenly, his wife called out honey, and the man jumped in fear. The next morning, there was a knock at the door. A courier arrived with a delivery. It was the suitcase with the nurse's body, returned to him. The stench from the box was unbearable. Just as his wife moved forward to open it, he panicked and stopped her, saying it must be a gift from a patient. When he opened it, the box was empty. He used that to explain it away as a prank. He then rushed out to find the person who had delivered the suitcase. Coincidentally, the security guard handed him a letter. It was a blackmail note demanding 500,000 yuan. Feeling guilty, the man assumed the blackmailer knew his secret. He planned to trap the person when delivering the money. That night, the blackmailer arrived to collect it. As they tried to run off with the money, the doctor chased them, but the person was too weak and couldn't catch him. However, he did manage to grab a clue. The person had dropped his hospital janitor badge, making him wonder if it could be that someone in the hospital knew about his affair with the nurse.